Hi guys, SkyPoint here. Now, the Canis Vertex Titan was in the store yesterday, so there are quite a lot more of them on the ladder than before, and so I thought this would be a good opportunity to share with you a video with a couple of fights where I beat Canis Vertex pretty easily with a particular Warlord last week, high on the Terra ladder. These fights were when I was above 4000 rank, and the Warlord who can handle Canis Vertex very easily is Kharn. So, this is my normal Kharn deck. I can't remember if I made a video of the deck or not before, but these are the cards in the deck. Now, just a couple of points. With Kharn, I know he does this. Well, first of all, let's talk about why he's so good. He can attack twice because he has Bloodthirst, meaning when Canis Vertex puts up a shield, he can just blast through it. Secondly, he also does deal this random 1 point of damage. Now, against most Warlords, that's a huge problem because there's a 50% chance if it's just Kharn and the enemy Warlord that random damage will hit Kharn. Against Canis Vertex, though, because Canis Vertex consists of 5 cards, there's only a 1 in 6 chance it's going to hit Kharn. Apart from that, the usual guide to my playing Kharn applies, which is try to avoid attacking with Kharn unless there is at least one additional unit out there beyond you and the enemy Warlord. Alright, let's just go ahead and take a look at some of these fights. Alright, so this is an okay-ish hand to start with. I do have Argus Brond, who tends to die pretty easily against the Canis Vertex Titan, but the enemy will spend pretty much a full turn trying to kill him. So I'm going to keep all my cards. Okay, that's perfect. Another land speeder already. So I'm just going to go ahead and face bash directly the center of the Titan. So again, because Kharn can throw out so much damage so quickly, don't worry about destroying the Titan's weapons. Just go straight for center mass and you can take it down quickly. You can see he's now used up both his fists trying to take me down as fast as he can. I'm going to drop Ron Veterans mostly because it's going to give a target for his laser blasters to go for. With his fists stunned, he's going to have to use both his laser blasters to destroy the veterans. There we go. And their ability, of course, is their attack buffs every time I attack. So, of course, now he's using up both his laser blasters trying to destroy the veterans. No, he's got to seek and destroy. He's used up all of his energy for the turn trying to destroy the veterans, and he's done no damage to me in this particular turn. Let's just keep the pressure going on him. And now I'm going to, instead of dropping my land speeders, because I'm going to save them for a turn later on where I can do some massive burst damage, I'm just going to heal myself. I'm expecting him to punch me with both his fists again and load his lasers. Oh no, he didn't actually load the laser. That's good news for me. Alright, so let's see what comes up next. A mortar strike. Okay, I'm going to drop Argus Brawn. He's probably going to die, but the point is I want that 3 attack guy to use his turn trying to hit Argus Brawn and not use his turn trying to hit me. Already you can see the core of the Titan is behind me on health now. There we go, that used up his ability. And he's using a crack grenade. Again, you see he spent his entire turn trying to take down Argus Brond and not taking down me, which is what I want. Okay, there's a sweeping advance. Let's go ahead and drop a mortar strike, see what happens. Ah, it hit one of his power fists. That's such a shame. Okay, let's just keep this going. So, heat plowing into him as much as I can. Perfect. Okay, he's building up a big buffer of psychic energy. Now, that's annoying. That big tough front line unit is going to be a problem, but I do have a land speeder and sweeping advance. Okay, he didn't put up a shield. I think he's trying to save his energy for... Oh, actually, here's an interesting one. Land speeder first, then no survivor. which will do 2 points of damage across the board. Perfect. And now I can hit the frontline unit and kill it, and now I'm free to go after center core of that Titan. Great. Okay, coming up to his 7 energy turn, what's he pulling out of his bag here? Merit's Mercs. Annoying. And they're already getting buffed. And now he puts up a shield on himself. Alright, well, let's just use the Conqueror to clear that stuff away right now. Nice. And just keep this going. There we go. Neat. That Power Fist took the second hit. That fist is ripe for blasting now. It's going to die next turn, and because it's got Meltdown, when it dies, it will deal damage to neighboring units. So he's trying to protect that fist now already. Let's go ahead and get ready to take that thing down. So we're going to first use drop Lork Squad over here. Then we're going to drop a... Well, let's see here. Yeah, there you go. That fist is down to 2 health, which means I can now drop no survivors. Which is hopefully going to make that fist... Okay, there you go. No survivors does damage. And then, there you go. That unit next to it dies. And Lork Squad is ready with sneak attack now. Because it got a Mark of Chaos. Of course, he's not really going to get to use that, but Lork Squad inflicts damage whenever it takes damage. Why is he putting up a shield? Oh, that's a frontline unit. That's mean of him. Okay, it's a little bit dangerous. We're both low on health, and he's got both of his blasters loaded up now. And he's got his shield up. Ah, Conqueror. Perfect. Let's just clear away that front line again. And we're just going to work through his body and get him prepped for the next turn. I don't think he can do 12 points of damage to me in one turn easily. Not with neutral cards. So he's going to use his... Okay, there's a Voltarax. He's getting ready to try and do damage to me next turn. He's dumping units out. And he puts up a shield, but I had saved a Land Speeder and Sweeping Advance for this purpose. This is over. He doesn't know it yet, but he's mine. Alright, so he thinks he might have enough damage to kill me next turn, but what he doesn't realize is what's about to happen. Of course, so many targets and the ping hits me. And the second ping hits me as well. Great. Well, luckily that won't matter right now, because we can drop the Land Speeder and we can give it Sweeping Advance, which increases its attack to 7 and wins me the match. Let's now jump ahead and take a look at the second match over here. This is also a pretty good set of cards to start with, so I'm going to keep it. And let's go. Again, go straight for center mass on that thing. I'm going to save the Strike and Fade for when there's a unit on 1 health. Back to his turn. He's going to probably punch me with 1 fist and load both guns. Oh no, he actually didn't go with any fists. He's waiting for my units, I think. Because Rond Veterans is likely to die anyway, I'm actually going to play it last in this turn, just so that I don't end up in a situation where I accidentally ping it twice and it dies from a single one of his units. Now he's used his energy up, and 1 fist, taking that guy out so that he can drop a Goldstones. Interesting. He's saving his laser blasters. That's a smart move to do. Don't fire off your laser blasters if you can avoid it. Alright, let's drop a Lork Squad over here. Because if he tries to use his blasters on the Lork Squad, they're going to do 1 random point of damage each time he shoots them. Let's see how this goes. Okay, he tries to use the fist on that, so they deal 1 random point to that laser. He heals the other fist and unstuns it. That's an interesting move. Punches it, and it does 1 point of damage to his torso. Alright, and he is handing over to me for my turn. Alright, let's take a look now. So we're just continuing to go through. Remember, focus down that center mass. Not much to do here, so I will fire off the mortar. And not a bad hit. Oh, Duke Mordecai. Luckily, my deck doesn't actually rely on having that many troops, so Duke Mordecai is not scary. Instead, I'm going to load up Gorechild and get scary myself. So I'm just going to plow into his center torso and do a whopping 6 points of damage to that thing. I feel pretty happy because I've got Armor of Mars waiting for me as well. Frontline unit, boo. Well, this is why you sit on your breaches as Kharn. You don't want to have to hit a high attack frontline unit twice. Alright, let's do this. We are going to drop the breach to destroy the front line. Now, do I go after Duke or center torso? I'm going to go for center torso. Let's peel off its shield. And drop a Draft Scout so I can help draw a card next turn. By my next turn, rather. And just keep going for that center mass. So I've got more than twice that Titan's health. And I am still sitting on Armor of Mars and the Conqueror. Another frontline unit. Okay, and he destroys that, which draws me a card. Ooh, a Gorefather. Neat. Duke comes plowing into me, and then he's going to fire probably both his blasters off as well. He's trying to just nail me down quickly. I think he's hoping I try and throw myself into that front line unit and get super weak for a finishing move. However, what I do have is the Conqueror. So we're just going to wipe out his board one more time. And now with his laser blasters not loaded and one of his fists stunned, there's no way he can do enough damage to clear through me. And he doesn't have enough psychic energy to put up a shield anymore. That's it. He's going to just be trying to do 2 more points of damage to me, but at this point even he knows that it's over. Alright, so let's just do this. We are going to finish him off. Oh yeah, there we go. Even the random ping worked for me that time. Alright, so that showed you 2 wins against Canis Vertex, and you can see how Kharn's very aggressive playstyle actually works well against that Titan. Remember, all you need to do is go for the center. Go for the center. Save your breaches and your fast cards until late game or until you have to clear front lines. Kharn himself is your main way of doing damage with this deck.